Hello, Mad Yogi Tribe, and welcome to 8.3 of our Dosha Vinyasa Yoga. But before we get into it, I just want to say yes! Yes, you've made it all the way to the very last, to the very end of the whole Dosha Vinyasa Yoga program. Give yourself a tap on your back without inflating your ego, of course. But sincerely, congratulations. Now, for this flow, we are going to have it's a heating flow because it's the last. It's a 0.3, so it's the Kapha balancing vinyasa, and we are balancing the elements of water and earth and how they manifest in us. That heaviness, that sluggishness, that I don't want to do anything, a bit of laziness maybe, or just a general heaviness in the head and in the heart, and it manifests in the body. So we are going to be moving a little bit faster. Stop whenever you want to stop, as per usual. Pare back the poses when you want to. You are invited to challenge yourself, however. But of course, if you need to pause, take a bit of a break, take a swig of water, you're welcome to do that. So we're coming to the top of the mat. Feet 1 hip width distance, wave the spine, tilt the hips, belly in and up, waving the spine like a ribbon, chest up, head up. And again, don't finish on your chest, finish through your cranium, lengthening up. A few more. Soften the knees, belly in and up, chest up, roll the shoulders even, and lengthen the cervical spine up, lengthen the neck up. A little bit more of a retraction of the scapula here, a more squeezing of the armpits, a gentle squeezing, starting to engage the upper back. One more. Soften the knees, tilting the hips, belly in and up, like a slinky or like a ribbon, chest up, head up, inhale. Deep, full inhalations, exhale. And let's combine those two. Inhaling, wave the spine, exhale. Up here, feel your body soften into your Tadasana or your Samasthiti. One more. Inhaling, wave the spine. Exhale. Interlace your fingers, right hand on top. Press the hands up, bend your elbows, lengthening up. Into your interlaced, bound, Urdhva bound, upward facing hands. Lengthening the spine here, lengthening the upper back, the front of the body, the front and back line of the body, which hopefully ignites your deep core line, yeah? Lengthening up here without hiking your shoulders up to your ears, and without depressing your shoulder blades down either. The shoulders are actually in neutral. From here, from the base of the body, from the pubis, waving up. I cue the front of the body, but it's the whole 3D of the body, yeah? Turning to your right side. Soften the knees, hips or pubis, navel, sternum, nose. In a full body twist. Not just wrenching the shoulders into place. Never doing that actually. From here, pare back the twist a little bit. Not all the way to the front. Just paring it back a little bit. From here, with that pared back twist, release the interlacing of your fingers. Left hand on your IT band. Your ilial tibular band right here on the side of the body, with the right hand still pointing up. Push your hips to the right side and come into a big letter C. So front facing, it's this way. And I'll do it facing the camera. Yeah? Breathing here. From here, squeeze your right side, the open side, to lift. Bring your right hand down, step your left foot out as you're doing this. Hands on your hips, wave the spine, belly in and up. Chest up, head up, knees bend out to the side, or listen to what's neutral for the angle of your hips, and that will dictate the angle of the knees and the feet, yeah? Bending your knees, leading with the crown of your head, looking down, forward fold. Walking your knees a little bit further apart if you need to, but the stance does not have to be very deep. From here, with your hands on your hips, push through your legs, wave up, just halfway with the spine. Bend in and up, lengthen the legs. Chest up, head up. It's a half lift. All the way down. Prasarita Padottanasana, waving up halfway. The A1, the first one. Halfway up. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, waving up. Halfway. And exhale down. Release your hands. Right hand, left knee. Left hand behind on your right knee. Wave up halfway once again, belly up, chest up, head up, and you're pushing your knees out. You are binding your chest quite strongly. And start with your feet secure down on the mat. We'll add a heel lift later, but later, not for now. Just feel for this pose, looking forward. Exhale, release the bind of your hands on your knees. Back on your hips, pushing through your legs once again, wave the spine up. Never just hinge on your lower back to lift up from forward fold, especially deep forward folds. Walk your feet back in. As you interlace your fingers, left thumb on top, flip the hands, use your joints, shoulders, elbows, wrists, fingers lengthening up. Bound Urdhva Hastasana. Hug and lift, yeah, the whole 3D of the body. It's never just navel to the spine. Although I do cue the anterior of the body, it's never just navel to the spine. It's the whole 3D. From here, twisting to your left side, from the base of the spine, your left side twist in the navel or pubis, navel, sternum, nose. It's a deep spinal twist. Give your twist slack, so bend your knees. From here, pare back the twist, turning a little bit maybe to the side of your mat. Release your right hand, bring it on the side of your leg, on your IT band. Lengthen up your left arm and push your hips to the left side. It's a little bit of an oblique lateral flexion. Nose, neutral, wherever your cervical spine, where your neck is happy. Or if you're okay looking up, look up. Squeeze your left side as you walk your right leg out. Hands on your hips, lengthen up. Bend the knees, lead with the crown of your head. All the way down. Now, just 3 half lifts once again. Belly in and up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Later, we'll swap this over with a bound version. Inhale, waving up halfway, and exhale down. One more. Inhale, waving up halfway. Exhale down. Release your hands. Bind them on your knees. Left hand, right knee, right arm behind and on that knee. Wave up halfway, belly up. Keep your knees bent. Chest up, head up. Push your knees apart. Heels down. Keep them down. Especially if balance isn't happy today. Or you can try a bit more weight on the flats of your toes. The heels are light. Maybe a tiny bit of a lift, and I'll just quickly show you sideways. Body weight on the flats of your toes. Don't lose your balance. Light on the heels. or a little bit of a lift if you want to. And exhale down. Release the hands, wave up as you walk your legs back together. Interlace your fingers right on top. Now let's make it a smooth flow. Press your hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. Right side. Pair it back. Release the left. Lengthen out. Push to the heel of your right arm. Push your hips to the right side. Squeeze the right, step the left leg out. Hands on your hips, wave up. Bend the knees, respect the angle of your hips and your knees all the way down. Hands on your knees or keep them on your hips, yeah? If you want hands on your knees, bind now and wave up halfway. If your hands are on your knees, keep them bent or do what we previously did. Exhale down. Inhale, waving up halfway. A little bit of a heel lift for those in the bind. And exhale down. Last one. Inhale, waving up halfway. A little bit of a heel lift for those in a bind. And exhale down. Release your arms. Just allow them. Give your knees that slap so it's safe for your lower back. Roll your shoulders as you step your left back in. Or just back in a standing pose. Left thumb on top. Inhale. Upward facing hands. Twist to your left side from the base of the spine. Deep spinal whole body twist. Pair it back. Release the right hand on your IT band. Heel of the left hand lengthens out, starting that oblique lateral flexion, and push the hips to the left side. It's not going to come very deep, so don't expect that of your body. Squeeze the left side to lift, right leg out to the side. Hands on your hips. Bend the knees all the way down. Keep the hands on the hips or bring them back to your knees. 3 lifts. Inhale, waving up halfway. With a heel lift or not, if you're bound. Exhale down. Inhale, waving up halfway. Exhale down. If balance isn't happy, inhale, waving up halfway, coming back into this one. Exhale down, the Prasarita Padottanasana A. Release, push through your legs, waving up. Just one more, roll the shoulders, stepping your feet back together. Interlace your hands, press the hands up. Twist to the right. Full body twist. Release the left hand down, thigh. Right heel of the right hand lengthens. And come into your oblique lateral flexion. Squeeze the right side to lift as the left leg steps out. Hands on your hips. Lengthen the spine first, have that spinal wave, hug and lift, then soften, knees bend, lead with the head all the way down. And I will do the first version first. Inhale, waving up halfway. But if you want to bind straight away, you're welcome to do so. Exhale down. Inhale, wave up halfway. Exhale down. Try the bind or stick to that. Inhale, wave up halfway. With a heel lift if you're bound or not. You can always pair it back. Exhale down. Push through your legs. Feel that strength of your legs to lift the body up. It's a very physics thing. Yeah, roll the shoulders, step back in. Interlace your hands, left on top, bring it up. Press your arms up. With the knees soft, twist to the left side. Whole body and spinal twist, a deep one. But remember, the spine will only twist so much, yeah? So don't force it. Pair it back, release your right hand. On your IT band, left heel of the hand lengthens and come into your oblique lateral flexion. Remember to choose the angle of your neck, that's okay. Squeeze your left side up as you step your right leg up, hands on your hips. Lengthening up. Choose your pose, but bend the knees first, bow down. Choose your pose. Inhale, waving up. Halfway, straight legs, hands on your hips, or bent knee with or without a heel lift. Exhale down. And the bind of the hands. Inhale, waving up halfway. Exhale down. Don't forget your neck as you're doing the wave. Inhale, waving up halfway. Give your head that time to lift up and exhale down. Release your hands on your knees if you're bound. Back onto your hips. Push to the length of your legs. Feel, use that strength to lift the body up. It's kinder for your lower back. From here, walk your feet back in. Top of the mat this time. Wave the spine, bend in and up. Chest up. Beautiful shoulder roll. Squeezing the armpits in. Mountain pose, Tadasana. From your standing pose, your Tadasana or Samastiti, bring the backs of the hands together, wave the spine as you wave your arms up. Remembering to press the backs of the hands in gently. It's a good counter pose, yeah, for your plank wrists. Lengthening up here. Gentle back bend, push your hips forward. Just a soft lengthening of the anterior of the body. Pushing the hips forward, a soft contraction of the posterior of the body. But I do want you to feel this. To lift up, squeezing your pectorals a little bit, your abdominals, your psoas, and your quads to lift yourself from back bends. From here, walk your feet together, keeping your arms where they are if you can. But I just want to show you, don't think about your lower back, yeah? Weight a little bit more to your heels. Squeeze your knees in, and your knees will necessarily bend, yeah? When you squeeze them in, they will necessarily bend, and allow that to happen and come into your chair pose. Weight a little bit more to your heels, and you're in this pose, yeah? But you're not overly hyperextending, well, not hyperextending the lower back at all. The spine is really more into the neutral position. Squeezing here, I know that was a little bit low, no one loves chair. Hands in, elbows press in, belly on your thighs, let the head go, hands beside the feet, and you're walking them apart once again. Pushing through your legs while your finger pads are also pushing down into the mat and come into our full Uttanasana, full forward fold. Yeah, not the Chandra Uttanasana with the knees bent. The knees are straight or straight-ish. I say ish because I don't want you to lock the knees. Look through the gap between your legs and as high up that gap to lengthen out the posterior of your neck. If you're okay, if you have any heaviness, any head issue, look at that top horizon of your mat, but you're still pushing through your legs and through your arms. From here, hands as flat as you can make them and step back. full plank. Let's pair this back. Exhale all the way down. These are your options. Untuck your toes. Hands in line with your lower ribs. Squeeze the back. Light on your hands. Not really lifting, but light on your hands. I want you to engage the back muscles in a low cobra. Exhale, abdominal massage down. Going through your options. Squeeze the back muscles once again, low cobra. Then add the strength of your arms. Higher cobra, thighs down, hips down, elbows bent. Yeah? Exhale, abdominal massage all the way down once again. Last one, upward facing dog. Squeeze the back muscles, waving up, low cobra. Add the strength of your arms, higher cobra, or even more for your upward facing dog. Straight arms, and you're floating off the mat. You're also pressing in the tops of the feet and allow that lift to happen. From here, all the way back down. This is your transition for either of the cobras. Tuck your toes under, strong back, lift up, push through your arms, knee plank, knees up, full plank, bend them and drift back. Everyone in a puppy pose. Knees bent, spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. One more, belly up, chest up, head up, and if you want to go to downward facing dog, do so now during that downward wave of the body. And one more, belly up, puppy or dog pose. Chest up, head up with a spinal wave all the way down. Now that we know our options, it is important to go through them so you know, because we're going to amp things up a little bit now. Right leg curls up, thigh to belly. Knee points back and up. Gain height in that knee, lengthen your psoas and your quads. And then extend the leg, three-legged dog. Wave forward, three-legged plank. Curl that leg forward and step it through. You're strongly pushing through your arms to gain that lift and that space to bring that foot through. Back heel down on the mat. 45 or 30-degree angle, rule of thumb, toes pointing approximately to the top corner of your mat. Strong front leg, squeeze your back leg, backs of the hands in, and push through that front leg. You are squeezing the back muscles though to lift yourself up. Warrior one. Deep full breath. Now, you may not be able to see me if your monitor isn't in front. Listen to the instructions. Body weight forward, transitioning through an extended warrior. Arms float to the back. Lift yourself up. Warrior three. Don't go very deep because this is going to move. Front knee bends, back foot down, backs of the hands together, pushing through your front leg especially and anchor through the back leg, waving up. Warrior one and warrior three flows. Floating through extended warrior, warrior three. Bend that front knee, backs of the hands in, wave the body up. Warrior one, warrior three. Move with your breath. Warrior one. One more, or maybe two more. Body weight forward. Warrior three. I think this is the fourth. Warrior one. Lengthening up. Exhaling, warrior three. Don't just rely on momentum though, yeah? Use your muscles to move your body. Inhale. Warrior one. Push through your front leg. Lengthen the knee. And turn from the pubis to the long horizon of your mat to the left side. As you open your arms in that other half of the Vitruvian mat. Your feet look like they're in a triangle position. They haven't changed their angle. Now let's change the angle. Feet diagonally forward in that full Vitruvian man, the front facing one. Soften your arms, hands in, as you bend your knees, bring your elbows, forearm press, in a goddess pose. Deep, full breath. Push through your legs, just a little bit, not all the way up, and turn on your heels to your left foot. And follow through by lifting the arms up, warrior one, lengthening up here. Warrior one and warrior three flows, just 5 of them, but don't count. Body weight forward, why did I tell you how many? Warrior three, just come with me. Back foot down, backs of the hands in, give yourself that time, don't rush. Warrior one, warrior three, warrior one. It's very tempting to throw the body into the poses. Don't let that happen. Warrior three, warrior one. You can keep your warrior threes shallow, by the way, and I'll just show you. Warrior three, squeezing your back though, squeezing your triceps. Warrior one. Last one, warrior three. Shallow or deep, but squeeze your triceps, squeeze your gluteals. Warrior one. Lengthening up. Hands in, elbows in, lead with the crown of your head all the way down. Hands plank mode. Back heel lifts up, step back to your full plank. All the way down. We'll do the chaturanga later. Untap your toes, choose your lift. Low cobra, high cobra, or upward facing dog. All the way down. Don't worry, this is the last of this. Tuck your toes under, squeeze up. Knee plank, full plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Now, you'll choose your poses a lot more. Left leg, thigh to belly, bend the knee, point the knee back and up, extend. Wave forward, 3-legged plank, curl that leg through. Step it down, back heel down. Backs of the hands in, squeezing your back, squeezing your gluteals, squeezing that back leg muscles, pushing through your front leg. Warrior one. Exhale, warrior three. Shallow or deep, up to you. Warrior one, but you are squeezing your gluteals and your triceps here, there. And warrior three, lengthening up in warrior one. Warrior three. Warrior one. Don't rush. The words are much shorter than the movement. Warrior three. Warrior one. Just 3 for this side. From here, pushing through your front leg, turning, twisting to your right side as you open the arms. That Vitruvian man too. Let's call it that, 1 and 2. Turn your feet front facing to the long horizon of your mat. Vitruvian man 1. Bend the knees as you sweep your arms down, hands in, thread them up. As you're bending your knees a little deeper if you can, or keep it shallow, yeah? In a standing goddess. Pare back the bend of the knees just a little bit, just to give you that ease to turn to the right side. And lift your arms back up, unfurling them, warrior one. Lengthening up, hug and lift. Soften in your transition, warrior three. Engage the body. Soften in your transition, warrior one. Soften, Warrior 3. Soften. Warrior 1. Re-engage the body here. Lengthening up. You should be feeling your psoas lengthening. Last warrior 3. Deep full breath. Back foot down. Hands down. Step back. Full plank. Now, throwing in chaturanga. All the way down or halfway. Transition up through your cobras or upward facing dog. Lifting up. Take your time in your transition. Plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Belly up. Chest up. Head up. And exhale down. Deep full breath and a few more spinal waves. Why not? Remember, you can pause this video. It's on demand. If you need a swig of water, heels up, knees and elbows bend, step or hop, top of your mat. Forward fold. If your hands can come flat on the mat, you're welcome to do so. You're lengthening out your legs. You're lengthening out the back body, the back line of the body. Soften your knees, backs of the hands in, waving yourself up. Urdhva Hastasana. Push the hips forward, shallow or deep back bend, up to you. Squeeze the front line of the body, lifting up. Walk the legs in. Squeezing the knees, maintaining the integrity of your lower back. High chair. You don't have to come very deep. High chair is enough. Squeeze your legs though. Hands in, elbows in, bow down. Belly in your thighs, head down. Separate your hands. Walk your feet out, pushing through your legs and your arms. Curving the back. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Exhale, release the pose, hands as flat as you can make them, step or hop back, plank. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, back through plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up. Exhale down. Right leg curls up, thigh to belly. Knee points backing up. Extend, leveling your hips. Wave forward, three-legged plank. Step through. Transition. Warrior 2 legs. Back foot pointing, perpendicular to that long horizon of your mat. Backs of the hands in. Drift the body weight towards, so your head is pointing to the long horizon of your mat, and wave yourself up. Warrior 2. Checking that the front knee is not dropping in. Yeah, externally rotate that hip and push that heel down. Push the triangle of your foot down. Front knee never beyond the ankle. Lengthening up here. Soften. Exalted warrior. Right arm up. Left hand, if you don't press down on your back leg, your hand can be light. Or if you do have a tendency of pressing down into your back leg, arm behind the back waist. Squeezing your right side. Looking forward if your neck is okay. Warrior 2. Exalted warrior. Warrior 2. Exalted warrior. 2 more. Warrior 2. Exalted warrior. Warrior 2. Exalted warrior. Squeezing back up. Warrior 2. Pushing through your front leg. Vitruvian man 2. Turning your head and your toes back to the long horizon of your mat. Vitruvian Man 1. Standing Goddess, relaxing the arms, then transitioning them up. In a forearm press, press your elbows in and lift the elbows. Pair it back, soften, turning to your left side, back foot, T intersection to the long horizon of your mat, nose and sternum to the long horizon of your mat, and open up. Warrior 2. Neutralize the cervical spine first, the neck. Exalted Warrior. Warrior 2. Then if you want your Warrior 2 looking towards your left hand, towards that left knee, that's fine. Exhale. Exalted Warrior. Warrior 2. Exalted Warrior. Warrior 2. Exalted Warrior. Feel for the movement of your body, yeah? Warrior 2. Last one. Exalted Warrior. Never throwing the body into shape. Warrior 2. Melt down, head to that short horizon of the mat where you're pointing already. Back heel up, step back. Full plank. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Belly up. Chest up. Head up. And exhale down. Never rush the spinal wave. Left leg curls up. Knee points back and up. Extend. Level the hips. We're not opening to an open dog. Way forward. Three-legged plank. And step through. Back heel. Warrior 2 position. Backs of the hands in. Wave yourself up. And open. Warrior 2. Just 3. Exalted Warrior, soften your transition, then lengthen the top arm up. Soften. Warrior 2. Feel as if you're pressing down on something and you're squeezing your armpits in. Soften. Exalted Warrior. Soften. Warrior 2. Engage. Soften. Exalted Warrior. Soften. Warrior 2. Stay. Left knee lengthens up. Vitruvian Man 2. Turning the heels and the head. Vitruvian Man 1. Soften down. Goddess pose. Lifting the elbows up. There's a workshop of this if you want to. Pair back the pose. Turn to your right foot. Back foot and sternum still pointing to the long horizon of your mat. Warrior 2. Warrior 2 stance. Squeezing the arms here. Soften. Exalted Warrior. Soften. Warrior 2. Choose where your nose is pointing for this second and successive Warrior 2s. Exalted Warrior. Warrior 2. Last one. Exalted Warrior. Warrior 2. Soften down. Hands down. Step back. Plank. Scraping sound. Plank. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Belly up. Chest up. Head up. And exhale down. Deep full breath. And a few more spinal waves. Why not? Remember, you can pause this video. It's on demand. If you need a swig of water, heels up, knees and elbows bend, step or hop, top of your mat. Forward fold. If your hands can come flat on the mat, you're welcome to do so. You're lengthening out your legs. You're lengthening out the back body, the back line of the body. Soften your knees, backs of the hands in, waving yourself up. Urdhva Hastasana. Push your hips forward. Back bend, shallow or deep, up to you. Squeeze the front to lift. Walk your legs in. High chair. Deep full breath. Hands in. Transition down into your Uttanasana, forward fold. Deep full breath. Let's add a half lift. Finger pads all the way down or high on your shins, pushing through your arms, lifting up halfway. Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back, plank. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog. Spinal wave, belly up. Chest up. Head up. And exhale down. Right leg curls up. Thigh to belly. Knee points back and up. Extend. Wave forward. Three-legged plank and curl your right leg through, stepping it down. Back heel down on the mat. Warrior legs. By the way, if you need a block here, you're very much welcome to get a block. Under your left hand, flat, with or without a block. Right arm, lead with your shoulder, wave it up, shoulder, elbow, wrist, fingers, revolved. Side angle. Don't forget that back leg. Don't let it become lazy. Lengthen it out. Contract your muscles. Top arm. Let's wave. Bring it to the back. You can follow it with your gaze. A little bit forward and roll it back up. Exhale back. Side of the body and wave it up. Or you can also do this towards the back. Front and wave it forward in that diagonal position of your side, your revolved side angle. Squeeze it up, bigger movement though, back and wave it forward. So diagonal or vertical, squeeze your arm up, strong for the deltoids, down and either lift it up vertically or diagonally. Last one, towards the back, big movement. Wave your arm up, vertical or diagonal. Then last one, lift your arm up, shift it to the back, down and stay down. Right hand on the arch side of your foot, with or without a block. Left arm waves up, elbow, wrist, fingers in your side angle. If this is too low, even without your block, lift yourself up, forearm on your thigh, and you're in a higher side angle. Just don't collapse this way, yeah? Hug and lift. Strong for the body. That arm is actually light. Top arm to the back. Down. In line with your body. And wave it back up. That is one. Exhale back. Follow with your gaze. If your neck is okay, down. And wave it up. Use your joints. That's two. Exhale down. Let's try the diagonal arm. Back, forward, and lift that way. In a diagonal arm, side angle. Inhale, lengthen that arm up. Again, stronger for the deltoids and more bigger movements. Back, down, and open. Forward, diagonally. That's four. Last one. Exhale, back, down, vertical or diagonal, up to you. From here, push to your front leg, big movement if you're low on the mat, and come warrior two. If your back, hip, and knee and ankle demands that you drop that foot out into a 90-degree angle, listen to your joints. Warrior two. Exalted warrior, as we did. Warrior two. Exalted warrior. Breathe. Warrior two. This is actually where we catch your breath really. Exalted warrior. Warrior two. Vitruvian man two. Just lengthen your front knee, triangle legs. Vitruvian man one. Turning your feet diagonally forward. Head to the long horizon of your mat. Exhale all the way down. Bend your knees, lead with the crown of your head, forward fold. Hands on your hips or hands on your knees as we did at the start. Wave up halfway with or without a heel lift. Up to you. Exhale down. So hands on your hips or bound on your knees. Wave up halfway with a knee bind. Heel down on the mat or lift them up. Exhale, everyone, forward fold. Last one, waving up halfway. Heel up or heel down if your arms are bound. Exhale down, release the bind of your hands from your hips or from your knees. Back to the hands in, wave yourself up, back to our Vitruvian man, and turn to your left side. To your left side, warrior two. Yeah, warrior two, exalted warrior. Warrior two, choose where you want to stick your gaze. Exalted warrior, meaning to say forward in warrior two or to the long horizon of your mat. Exalted warrior. Last warrior two, melt down. Head and shoulders back to that short horizon of your mat. If you have a block, you used your block, grab it now. Right hand down. Choose the angle of that back leg. I like that 30 or 45-degree angle. Top corner. Left arm waves up. Don't just hinge on your big joints. Use your other joints to distribute the body weight of that heavy limb. Top arm to the back. Stick your gaze to your hand or neutral if you want. A little bit forward, maybe in line with your foot, and wave it up. That just gives your arm a little bit more space to move. Exhale back, down, and wave your arm up. That is two. Exhale back, down, forward, try it, and come into that diagonal position of the arm. Exhale, squeeze your deltoids to lift your arm up, down, and back into that diagonal position. One more. Arm lifts up, down, vertical or diagonal with that top arm. But allow your body to twist a little bit. Last one, just to bring that hand down, lift the arm up, circle it, big circle, down, stay. Shoulders level, head level. Swap over your hands. Right, left hand on the arch side of your foot with or without your block. Or if you want to, forearm on your thigh. And I'll just show you this. Right arm waves up. You're either in a low or a high side angle. Top arm back, down, in line with your body, because it's an open pose, yeah, so you have space there to move that top arm. Back, down, waving it up. Last one, to the back, down, sorry, not the last, diagonal. Let's give this one a go. Squeeze the deltoids, squeeze the armpits to bring that arm to the back. down, and open up, diagonal. Last one, choose your pose, back, down, and wave up, vertical or diagonal. You should be feeling it right here. Last one, just to bring the hand down, back, down, hands down, both hands down, back heel points up, step back please, plank. Your choices, all the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, back through plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog, spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Choose your poses and stop when you need to. Remember, left leg curls up, knee points backing up. Extends, wave forward, three-legged plank, curl that leg forward, don't rush, foot through, back heel, down on the mat, right hand down, left arm waves up, vertically, allow your body to twist in this low revolved side angle. Choose your pose, arm to the back, down, vertical or diagonal. Lift up, back, down, vertical or diagonal. Last one, circle your arm, choose your pose, vertical, left arm or diagonal. Circle it back, down, level the shoulders, level the head. Left hand, arch side of the foot, with or without your block. Or forearm on your thigh. Right arm waves up, vertical first. Then you'll choose your pose. Back, circle, down, forward, diagonal, or vertical. Up to you. Back, down, diagonal, or vertical. Back, down, left arm, diagonal or vertical. Push strongly through that front leg, squeezing your right side. Warrior two. Don't rush that transition. I don't want you to get dizzy. Strengthen your arms here. Feel as if you're pressing down into something that wants to lift your arms up. Soften. Exalted warrior. Soften, transition, warrior two, transition, exalted warrior, transition, warrior two, transition, exalted warrior. Last warrior two, triangle legs, Vitruvian man two, as we did. Vitruvian man 1, as we did, all the way down. Humble goddess, or Prasarita Padottanasana, hands on your hips. Bind your hands on your knees if you want to, and wave up halfway. Lengthening up. If your hands are on your knees, you are invited to lengthen your legs if you want to, or keep them bent, that's good too. Exhale down. Inhale, wave up halfway with your bound goddess, hands on your knees, heel lift or not. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, waving up halfway. Exhale down. Release the bind of your hands from your hips or your knees and turn to the right side. From here, soft with the arms, strong with the back and the legs. Wave yourself up. Warrior two. Exalted warrior. How are we doing? Breathe. Warrior two. Don't hold the breath. Exalted warrior. It's best if you can synchronize your breath and the movement. Warrior two. Extra breaths if you need to. Exalted warrior, or longer breaths if you can. Warrior two. From here, soften down, head and shoulders to the top horizon of your mat. Grab your block, should you need your block. Left hand, with or without your block, adjust the angle of your back, hip and leg. Right arm waves up. Start with vertical position first. Circle back, down, diagonal or vertical. Lift, circle back, down, diagonal or vertical. Don't forget that back leg, contract your muscles. Circle back, down, diagonal or vertical. Circle back, down, stay. Right hand, with or without a block, arch side of your foot. Left arm, or up on your thigh once again if you want to. Left arm, waves up. Start with a vertical arm. Back, big circle. Down, diagonal or vertical. Choose the angle of your neck, but trying to avoid looking down because that collapses the pose. Circle up, down, top arm vertical or diagonal, up to you. Last one, circle up, down, top arm opens vertical or diagonal. Allow that twist to happen. Last circling of the arm, just to bring that hand down. Level your shoulders, hands back on a plank, plank mode. Back heel points up, step back, please. Plank, half flow, all the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, back through plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Heels up, knees and elbows bent. Walk or hop, top of your mat. If you're walking, carry your legs. Inhale, waving up halfway. Ardha Uttanasana, pushing through your arms. Exhale, all the way down. Bend your knees, back to the hands in. Push through your legs. Feel the power of your legs and the body will naturally unfurl up. Lengthening up here. Shallow or deep back bend, up to you. Squeeze the front to lift. Walk the legs in. You know what's going to happen. Squeeze your knees in, allow them to bend and just sink down. Neutral spine, chair. Hands in, elbows in, forward fold. Separate your feet and lengthen the spine. Even though if you can see my elbows are bent, I'm deep in my forward fold, but I'm still pushing through my legs and I'm still pushing through the length of my arms to actually get me a little deeper. Soften, finger pads high on your shins. Ardha Uttanasana, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Hands flat, step or jump back, plank. Half flow, all the way down halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, back through plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Sigh if you want to. Why not? A few more spinal waves. Feel that length, the backs of your legs with every downward wave. Inhaling up, exhale. Downward facing dog. From our downward facing dog, once again, right leg curls up. Knee points back and up, extends, three-legged dog without that open dog hip. Wave forward, three-legged plank, curve that leg through. Back heel down, warrior legs, From here though, back to the hands together. We'll start shallow, push through that front leg, lengthening up. Triangle legs with warrior one arms. From here, twist to your right side. Left hand, back of the left hand comes on the outside of your right leg. And allow yourself to come a little lower so you are in a revolved triangle pose. Top arm reaches out, in my case, to the window, so out to the side, down and wave up. Adding that twist, exhale out to the side, down and wave up. Trying not to hyperextend your front knee like what I was doing. Micro bend in that knee. Exhale out to the side, down, inhale, waving up. Adding that twist. Exhale down, inhaling up. Exhale down, last one. Inhale up, looking up if you can, or just neutral. Exhale down. Back of your right hand, swap over your hands. Back of the right hand on the inside of your right leg. Left arm opens up here. If you haven't noticed yet, what we're trying to gain in our flows is that twist of the body. Exhale out to the side, in my case, the camera, down, and inhale, wave up. Exhale down, follow with your gaze. If you're not feeling dizzy, inhaling up, or not necessarily looking at your hand, just in the same direction, yeah? Just moving the gaze in the same direction, down, inhale up. Two more, exhale down, inhale up, gaining that turn of the body, that opening. Exhale down, last one, inhaling up. Just in our high triangle. Push to your front leg, squeeze the left side of your body, Vitruvian Man 2. Keep your legs where they are, in the triangle pose, in the Vitruvian Man 2, as we did. Exalted triangle, back hand, as before, down on your leg if there's no weight, or on your back waist if you tend to lean on your back hand. Top arm vertical, and you're reaching, or a little bit more of a lateral flexion, if you can. Push to your back leg, lift up, triangle legs, warrior two arms, Vitruvian Man 2. Exhale, exalted triangle. If you're going to lean, you are shifting your hips forward to your forward leg. So we are not doing this, yeah? Exalted triangle. Vitruvian Man 2. Last one, exalted triangle, Vitruvian Man 2, Vitruvian Man 1, facing forward, as we did, humble goddess. Bend your knees, hands on your knees, let your head go. If you've been doing this, it would be familiar. If you don't want this, if you've been holding on to your hips, you're welcome to do that as well, yeah? Always wave yourself up halfway. Knees bent or straight, up to you. Exhale down. Inhale, waving up halfway. If your hands are on your knees, you're invited to come to a heel lift if you want to. Exhale down. And inhale, waving up halfway. But if you want to add that heel lift here, you're welcome to do so as well. Exhale down. Release your hands. Back to the hands in. Wave yourself up. Push through your legs. And open up. Vitruvian Man 1 or star pose. Although I don't really use that. Come back to Vitruvian Man 2 to your left side. Your left side. Good. Triangle legs, warrior two arms. Our Vitruvian Man 2. Exalted triangle. Vitruvian Man 2. Exalted triangle. Lift up. Vitruvian Man 2. Last one, exalted triangle. Vitruvian man, 2. Turn your head to point towards the left side. Release your arms, soften them, back of your right hand on the outside of your left leg. Adjust your body here. Allow your body to adjust. Once you've gotten your footing, left arm waves up. Just vertical forward triangles. Reach out to the side, in my case a window, down and inhale, waving back up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale down. Allow for these big movements of the arms. Inhaling up. Allow the twist of the body. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, waving up. Revolve triangle. Exhale down. Lift the body up slightly so to give your arms that movement, that space to move. Right arm waves up. Just sticking to a high triangle now. Exhale. Out to the side, in my case the camera, and waving up. Because later, this is your option. Exhale down. And inhale, waving up. Remember, you can use your block later, yeah? Exhale down. Inhale up. Just getting used to that opening of the pose. Exhale down and inhale, waving up. Last one, just to bring the hand down, soften the knees, head and shoulders, back to the short horizon of your mat. Stepping back, please. Plank. Half flow, all the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank, puppy pose, downward facing dog. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhaling down. Breathe. Breathing with your spinal wave. Sigh if you want. Left leg curls up. Knee points back and up. Extend. Wave forward, 3-legged plank. Bring that leg through. Back heel down on the mat. Push through your front leg, wave the spine up. Don't come very high, back of the right hand on the outside of your left leg or all the way down on the mat with or without a block. Left arm waves up. Exhale down. Inhale, waving up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale, waving up. Exhale down. Left hand down. Swap it over. Arch side of your foot with or without a block. Right arm waves up. So you are now trying the deep triangle or stick high, yeah? Exhale out, down, inhale up. Exhale out, don't rush, down, and inhale, waving up. Strong front leg, left leg to push you. Right leg is still contracting to anchor you. Squeeze the right side, lift up, don't rush. If you were very deep in the pose like I was, exalted triangle, following through. Lift up, Vitruvian man 2. Exalted triangle, feel for that sway of your hips to your left foot. Exhaling. Breathe, Vitruvian man 2. Exalted triangle. Vitruvian man 2. Warrior 2 arms, triangle legs. Last one. Exalted triangle. Vitruvian man 2. Vitruvian man 1. Turning on your feet. Adjusting your spine. Lengthening out the arms, but you're still squeezing them in. You're pushing through your legs and you're squeezing them in. You're hugging and lifting the whole 3D of your body. Exhale, soften, feel that difference all the way down. Hands on hips or bind. Wave up halfway. With or without a heel lift. Up to you. Exhale down. Inhale, waving up. Exhale down. Last one, inhale. Waving up. Give your head that time to move. And exhale down. Release a bind of your hands on your knees or your hips. Turn your feet to the right side and wave yourself up into your Vitruvian Man 2. Exhale, exalted triangle. Vitruvian Man 2. Allow your body to adjust, yeah? Especially if you want a deep lateral flexion. Exalted triangle. Vitruvian Man 2. Don't lock your knees, micro bend. Exalted triangle. Vitruvian Man 2. Soften, turn to your right side. Soften your knees, especially if you need your block. Grab your block or left hand down on the mat in line with your right foot. Both knees straight-ish, don't lock them. Right arm waves up. Revolved triangle, low version. Exhale, out to the side, down. Inhale, waving up. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right hand, arch side, with or without your block. Left arm waves up. Low triangle or come back to your high version. Exhale out to the side and down. Inhale up. Once again, allow these big movements of the arms to happen. And inhaling up. Exhale down. Last one. Inhale up. I think this is an extra movement. Why not? Exhale down. Soften your knees. Hands flat. Plank mode. Back heel points up. And come back to your plank, please. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog. Spinal waves. By the way, BTW, if you want to lift your heels and bend the knees in puppy pose, you're welcome to do so. And you can also do your spinal waves here. Heels up, knees and elbows bend. Hop or step up. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Knees bend. Backs of the hands in, especially if you did chaturangas. This is a good counter pose. You're threading them up, like pressing in of the backs of the hands. Shallow or deep back bend. Squeeze the front to lift. Walk the legs in. Chair. Transition. Forward fold. Transition. Half lift. Transition. Plank. Set yourself all the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog. Spinal wave. Deep full breath. from your downward facing dog, right leg curls up. You know the drill. Point the knee back and up. Extend. Wave forward, three-legged plank. Bring your leg through. Back heel down, triangle legs. So front knee is straight. You can come up onto your claw hands if you want to, or flat, or if you have two blocks, place them under your hands here. And let's have some intense side stretch waves. And again, you can come up higher. Waving up, elbows bent and point them to the back. Don't wing them up, point them to the back. Soften your knees and wave up, belly in and up as you lengthen your legs. Chest up, pressing through your arms, head up. Breathing. Exhale, soften down, bend your knees, bend your elbows. Inhale, waving up. You can even lift onto the pads of your middle fingers if you want. And exhale down. Or if you want to, hands flat. Inhale, waving up. Halfway. But be mindful of your back that you don't suddenly come up into this kind of bowed position of the back in this pose here. You're lengthening the back and you're looking forward. Exhale, soften, bend the knees. From here, let's try this. Hands point to the back, extending them as far back as they will go. Then walk them one finger's length forward. Yeah, or half your hand span forward and press down. So they're not too far back anymore. We're just getting that alignment. Adjust yourself as you need to. Press your hands strongly down into the mat. Feel that natural lift of your body. Back heel can be light. Stay if this is enough. Or I actually like coming onto the pads of my fingers and I'm pressing strongly through my arms and hands, and that back foot can come even lighter. And I'm now on my front foot and my arms and hands. Stay if this is enough, or if you're feeling like it, bend your back knee up, pointing it up towards the back. It is a strong balancing though, strong for the front leg. Back foot down and soften down. Bend your knees, bend your elbows, let your head go. And once more, just to review, hands flat and you're just pressing down and you're staying here, and maybe you're waving your cervical spine open, looking forward. Or coming higher up on your finger pads, pressing down and you're light, bit of body weight forward and you're light on the legs. Stay, or a lot more action with the foundations and you're bending your front knee. If your neck isn't happy looking forward, just neutral or even to the back of your mat. Back foot down, let your head go. Stay low, yeah, because that's a head rush. Release your arms, turn, stay low, turn to that long horizon of your mat. No more Vitruvian man, just the goddess. Hands crossing on your knees or on your hips, knees bent, 3 waves. Belly up, chest up, head up. Wherever your hands are, you are invited to add a heel lift if you want to. Exhale all the way down. Release the pose. Inhale, waving up. Halfway with the body. Knees bent with or without a heel lift. Exhale all the way down. And one more. Inhale, waving up. Deep, full breath. And exhale down. Grab your blocks if you used your blocks and turn to the left side. Once again, keeping the head low. Reset your feet in your warrior one stance, with or without your blocks, fingers pointing forward, hands in line with your front knee. Soften your knees, bend your elbows, let your head go. So, hands in line with your front foot, back leg angled in. Toes pointing to the top horizon of your mat. Allow your hips to adjust, yeah? You are pointing forward with your head and your shoulders and the corners of your hips. Wave up halfway. Push through your legs, push through your arms, lengthen the spine horizontally, looking forward. Move slowly. Exhale. All the way down. Close the pulse, bend your knees. Inhale, waving up. Straightening out your limbs, pushing through their length into the mat, into the earth. Exhale down. It's a very physics thing, yeah? Waving up once more, inhaling. Allow for that time for your neck to come into the pose. Don't rush. Exhale down. From here, fingers point to the back. You can just turn on your thumbs, extend them as far as they'll go, allowing the body to come really low. Then pair it back. Walk your hands, curl your fingers in, and then extend them, walking your wrists forward. Your hands are pointing to the back. Flat hands and wave yourself up. Allow your cervical spine to move. The lumbar and the thoracic spine will feel as if it's a very, very small movement for them. And that's normal. Exhale. Bending your knees, bending your elbows. Repeat that or come high on your finger pads, pressing down, claw shape. Don't hyperextend your fingers, and inhale, waving up halfway. Exhale down. Repeat that, or the first one, or inhale, waving up halfway, high on your finger pads, pushing through your arms, lengthening the spine, allowing your cervical spine to move, even if your lumbar and thoracic spine feels like their movement is very subtle. Stay or push strongly through your foundations, front leg and arms, light on your back foot, and stay or bend that back knee up. Again, gaze, try to look forward past the horizon of your mat, or wherever your neck dictates as it's neutral, yeah? I think this is more accessible to a lot of people because looking forward, it's a little tough for the back of the neck and for blood flow. So don't restrict your blood flow. Back foot down, soften the pose, turn back to that long horizon of your mat. Stay low. I know you can't see me, and if your learning pattern is looking, trust me, just stay low. I don't want you to get dizzy. Hands on your hips or bind your hands on your knees. Any elbow on top, but if you can remember to swap them over, please do. Wave up halfway, belly up, chest up, head up. Wherever your hands are, with or without a heel lift, up to you. Breathing though. Exhale down, close the pose. Inhale, waving up, choose your pose. And exhale down. Last one, inhale, waving up, halfway. And exhale down. Release your arms. Just one of that set. Turn back to your right side. Turning back to the right. Hands a la plank. Step back. Full plank. All the way down or halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog. Back through plank. Puppy pose. Downward facing dog, spinal wave. Without making you just move the spine. But don't rush, don't make this a fast movement. It's really nice to sync the breath and the movement here, yeah? So you feel that balance, that equilibrium in your mind, your emotions, and your body. It's not an airy-fairy thing. From here, heels up, knees and elbows bend, all the way down with the knees. Untuck your toes, extended child's pose. You've earned it. But keep your hands where they are. I hope you notice that. Sticking your hands where they are as you come into extended child's pose. It's a really nice and deep self-awareness practice. Apart from physical awareness, lengthening your arms, the sides of the body, you're also seeing if you're just defaulting into kind of this pose. Yeah? Sometimes default things are okay, but you tend to lose that control over them. Whether that's on the mat or out there in the real world. Now soften your elbows, bring them in front of your knees, hands in fists, stack them and rest. In your extended child's pose modification, a more yin version, a more restful, restorative version. Once you've caught your breath, extend your arms forward again. Extended child's pose. Tuck your toes under without overly moving forward. It's just a small lift, just to be able to tuck the toes under and lift up through puppy pose and downward facing dog. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Now, you are welcome to do our full half flows, or if you want to, you can come with me and do a three-legged half flows, yeah? From here, right leg curls up, knee points back and up, extend. And don't worry, I will guide you. Wave forward, three-legged plank. From here, you're welcome to bring your foot down or cross it on top of your left leg. Foot down, full plank, or cross-legged plank. All the way down or halfway. Untuck your toes, waving up, cobra. Or if you want an upward facing dog here, keep your toes tucked under and come into a three-legged upward facing dog. Push strongly through your arms to lift up, three-legged plank. Keep your legs crossed if they are. Bend your knees, three-legged puppy pose, three-legged dog. Cross-legged, yeah? To unbind, right leg drifts out to the left side, big circle up, big circle out to the right side, and bring it down. Spinal wave, belly up, chest up, head up, and exhale down. Left leg curls up, three-legged dog. Wave forward, three-legged plank. Bring that leg down, full plank or cross-legged plank. All the way down halfway. Push forward and up, cobra or upward facing dog, three-legged or full. Lifting back up, three-legged plank, cross-legged plank, three-legged, cross-legged puppy pose, and then three-legged, cross-legged, downward facing dog. Left leg out to the right side. Doesn't have to be a very big lift and circle, by the way. To the back, I'm doing a small one. Out to the left and back down. Spinal wave, belly up. chest up, head up, and exhale down. One more set. I do promise, one per side or two full half flows. Right leg curls up, three-legged dog. Wave forward, three-legged plank, full plank or cross-legged plank. All the way down to halfway. Cobras or upward facing dog, full or cross-legged. Strong lift up, cross-legged plank or full, push back. Cross-legged puppy or full, then three-legged dog, full or cross-legged. Right leg out to the side, to the left, big or small circle, up to you as long as you maintain the control of your leg, and down. Last one, I do promise, left leg curls up, thigh to belly. Knee points back and up, extend as you did, three-legged dog. Wave forward, three-legged plank, full or cross-legged. All the way down halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, full poses or cross-legged. Strong lift up, three-legged plank or full, pushing back, and cross-legged three-legged dog or puppy. Left leg, if you've crossed it, big or small circle out to the right, to the back and up, out to the left, control the movement, and down, and spinal waves. Big breath and movement. Heels up, knees and elbows bend. Extended child's pose. Awareness exercise here for the hands. Deep full breath. Soften your elbows. Walk your hands close to your knees so that you can roll the spine up. Roll the shoulders up. Why not? Deep full breath. From here, extend your legs forward however you want to or however you can. You can sit on one hip and sweep the legs however you can. Set yourself in the middle of your mat, checking that you have space there for your Shavasana later. Yeah? Roll down. Hug your knees in. If you have a ponytail like I do, move it out of the way so the head is flat. You can even bring your hands on the back of your neck, on your knee, and just massage the back of the neck up, massage your flesh up, your hairline, and then bring the head down. It's a nice massage. You can even really do that. It's like pulling your hair up. Just don't hurt yourself, yeah? Hands on your knees and hug in. I know it's a bit hard to breathe here because the diaphragm is restricted by this compression of your legs. I kid you not, this is called the wind relieving pose, or one of them. The other one is actually the happy baby pose. And let's do that. After a few sacroiliac joint massage, draw circles with the knees. Drawing circles with the knees. Deep full breath. Just bringing equilibrium back to the SI joint complex, really important. From here back to center, soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, hands on the blades of your knees. Your elbows will naturally be drifting in this V shape on the inside. Once your hands are on the blades of your feet, on the pinky side of your feet, bring your elbows, I hope you can see that, bring your elbows out to the sides, pointing them out. Very rare times that you point the elbows out to the sides, yeah? So, if you have a tendency to do that, this is your pose. Then, from here, don't be shy. I'm assuming you're doing this by yourself, but you can invite your loved ones to do it too. Rock side to side. Your elbows are out there on the side, so that I'll show you, if you rock all the way towards the side, your elbows, your upper arm is there to catch you and push you back up. And it's a really nice pose. And I always say this, it's not the most elegant of poses, really, but it's a very happy pose, it's a joyous pose. And if you have someone with you, if you're living with someone, or just someone's just with you, or by yourself really, and you just want to have a really relaxing yoga pose, yoga flow. This is a mini flow. Just rock side to side. Do it with your breath. Allow your belly to balloon out, especially the higher abdominals, not really the lower abdominals. But just let your abdomen, let your belly move when you breathe. I know we've been here for a bit, but we had a really strong flow. So this is your time to just cool down. From here back to center. Hug your knees back in. Extend them. Plantar flex the ankles, so straight front of the ankles, point your toes away. Once your body is in, your legs are in the pose, flick your toes back up towards the face without coming into a dorsiflexion, not this way, but flick the toes. From here, walk your upper arms and elbows as deep as they can under the body, hands down, extend your arms, and then walk your hands under your body, under the gluteals. So your gluteals are resting on top of your hands or on top of your wrists, really. And when they're there, elbows walking in a little bit deeper if you can. And if this is enough for you, stay. You already have a little bit of a lift of your thoracic here, a little bit of a lift of your sternum. So stay if this is enough. Or if you want to, and you are welcome to see the movement first before you lift. Because you should never turn your head when there's weight on them, which this pose will. So watch it first and then rewind, or we'll do it 3 times anyway. So watch the first one. Wave the spine up. It will feel very subtle, but do it. Belly in and up, chest up. Push your sternum up towards the ceiling and let your head go. And you can land. I can't see you. I can't see the camera because I walk the talk, so I cannot turn my head, but my head is pressing down into the mat. You can do that as well, or you can have a suspended pose. You're pushing your sternum higher up and your head isn't down in the mat. And exhale, release the pose. Do it softly, allow your legs to soften. Allow them to just drop softly down out to the sides. But keep your hands there because we're going to lift again. And it takes a while to come into this pose safely. So keep your arms there. It's also a bit of a, well, I can look now because my head is all the way down. It's also a bit of a weight on your wrists. And I find that this is quite massaging really for the wrists. And it's like it brings the joints back into alignment, pushing them back in, massaging them with your soft gluteals, right? A little heavy, but cushion. From here, engage your legs once again. Point them forward, flick the toes, contract your muscles. Then, on an inhalation, wave your body up. No turning of the head. I can't look at the camera. So just breathe. We are lifting up. And exhale. Relax down. Relax your legs. Just looking up towards the ceiling. Last lift. Reset your legs. Reset your mind. And inhale. Wave up. This is one of the rare back bends where we can push the hips forward. So we're pushing the thoracic. And exhale down. From here to come up, don't let go of your legs. Don't let them disengage. Soft engagement just to move them. Yes, step them. Bend your knees. Step them. Hip width distance. Then push through your legs. Lift your hips up. Allow your arms to release, and then we'll want to turn up naturally. Move them a little bit farther from the body, so to encourage that external rotation in your glenohumeral joint, in your shoulder joint. Once you're here, walk your feet out to the edges of your mat and bring them together. I can't move very fast here to show you from that angle, but my feet are out to the sides of the mat and my knees are in. So I've created a tent with my legs. And you can close your eyes here and start your Shavasana here. Deep, full breath. Just allow the heaviness of your body to just drift away. Stay here if your lower back is happier in this pose. Yeah? But if you're okay with a full Shavasana, just release that connection of your knees. Point your knees up neutrally and then extend your legs one at a time down on the mat. So it's not necessary to bring your legs back in. Just allow them to come into that open, narrow V. And Shavasana.